Okay, another little simple thing with milk is about, I suppose, volumes. Go back to volumes of milk again and consistency. So there's a lot of different feeding systems when it comes to volumes. I'd just be aware that our calves are monogastrics. They take real value out of amino acids, which are animal protein. We want to develop the rumen and wean them appropriately, but do not underestimate, particularly when it's cold, when there's stress on, the value of higher planes of feeding. One tip, that if we're going to go to slightly higher planes of milk feeding, we need to do it early. It's not something we can jump up at 3 to 4 weeks because it just gets colder, because the calf is often adapted to the lower levels of feeding. So it's probably something you would start earlier. You talk to your own nutritionist, vet or advisor and make that decision on your farm. But here's my prediction, over the next 10 years, we'll see a lot more farmers, I think, feeding more milk to calves and seeing the benefits. It's something I've observed on farms where they're seeing less disease issues. They are probably feeding more milk. It makes sense in colder climates as well, particularly when it's damp and cold like it is today, that more nutrition will probably be an important factor. Also, don't forget the immune system and nutrition in ourselves, calves, every animal is linked. When we look at consistency in milk feeding, this is really important. Looking at times and temperatures. So if you're going to feed calves twice a day, do it around the same times. Calves love consistency. They will provide you back in spades with performance and health if we can be consistent. When it comes to hot or cold milk, it can vary farm to farm. You don't have to worry about it as much when calves are, on higher volumes. They can be fed milk cold. A lot of farms will feed warm milk, and then the calf doesn't have to work as hard. I'm a huge fan of biological optimization. Figure out what the calf wants. Give it as much as you can of what it wants, and it will deliver from a health, welfare and performance perspective. So volumes are important. Start early if you're going to go higher. Have a chat with somebody that you're comfortable with, looking at your own system. If you are doing once a day after 3 weeks and you're happy with that and you're weaning strong, healthy calves, that's fine. But I think there is a trend toward milk, and when you actually think about it from a common sense perspective and understand how the calf's body works, feeding, nutrition, immunity, they're all linked. It does make sense.